off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Yellow Jackets offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Thompson wants to throw. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. At the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Thompson to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the counter. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're trying to get to him. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Going up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Got a man. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a 4th down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield. and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get enough flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Thompson wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit more.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, the quick spin move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Thompson to throw. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because...
And it's blocked. Now he can return this.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This time it's complete. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
1st downs is that alone, just on this drive. The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This guy just keeps he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They want to throw it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. A low line drive and not his best work. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll run play action. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. Get to the running back before he gets started.
He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to attack another. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And that's what this defense needed to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll fire. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Thompson to throw. They're working that left side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Woodhead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Defense playing a bail technique. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Oh, what a move! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown here.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's open on the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Zippo. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Lexington. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And they got him for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Kentucky going quickly.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going up top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to the air one more time. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the stomping has has commenced.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kentucky, 57.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The run to the left. Keeps the legs moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Pulls it in. It's O'Connell. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Feeling some heat. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Brings up second and goal.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Kentucky
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Lost one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Ripping off a good chunk in. Five, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Sawyer. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
How about the big fella with the hands? You know, those fullbacks are not talked about as athletes, but he shows you he can do a lot on the field, catches the football, gets the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The quarterback takes a knee. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player,